Hello, I'm back. Stay with me till the end for some very important note.
Namaste everyone. I am excited to welcome you all today for the second chapter, Evolution of Art in Prehistoric and Historic Periods. In this session, we will trace the journey of Indian art from the prehistoric to the historic periods, exploring paintings, sculpture, and the temple arts. Together, we will see how these forms of expression reflect the beliefs and traditions and the stories that shaped Indian culture over the centuries. Let's begin with the first segment. First segment starts with paintings. Bhimbetka rock paintings. Our journey starts with the prehistoric era at the Bhimbetka caves. These Mesolithic rock paintings dating back as early as 3000 BCE depict vibrant scenes of hunting, rituals, and most importantly, dance. One painting shows a group of dancers holding each other's waists, celebrating together. This highlights the deep role of community and performance in early human life.
Murals and Chitra paintings. Moving forward, we arrive at the murals of Ajanta, present Maharashtra, created between the 2nd BCE and 12th CE. These masterpieces illustrate the Jataka tales, blending spirituality with advanced aesthetics and reflecting India's narrative tradition in art. Between the 4th and 13th centuries, Chitra paintings flourished. They show a transition to more sophisticated techniques and themes embodying India's evolving cultural sensibilities. Miniatures and the regional styles. By the 10th to 12th centuries, miniature paintings from centers like Nalanda and Vikramshila emerged. These paintings are noted for their incredible details and vibrant colors, narrating mythological and cultural stories with exquisite craftsmanship. Later, in the early modern period, Indian painting diversified with schools like Mughal, Deccan, Rajputana, and Pahadi. In Pahadi paintings, there were two more sections, that is, Gadwal and Kangra painting. Each style expressed unique regional themes, from refined Mughal portraits to lyrical Pahadi scenes, bold Rajput colors, and musical Ragamala paintings of the Deccan. These phases show how painting in India evolved into a powerful medium of storytelling, devotion, and cultural identity. In the regional styles, there were mention of Tanjore paintings, Patachitra, Assam, and Madhubani paintings. Now let's turn to the second segment, that is sculptures. The earliest examples come from the Mohenjo-daro civilization around 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE. The famous dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro, a small bronze statue, captures grace and movement with astonishing craftsmanship. Terracotta figures also reflect daily life and beliefs. Mauryan and Gupta periods. During the Mauryan era, art took a grandeur and symbolism. The Ashokan pillars and the lion capital from the 3rd century BCE are not only political emblems but also spiritual symbols of authority and dharma. Later, In the Gupta period, that is 4th to 6th century, sculptures reached its classical zenith. The serene Sarnath Buddha reflects spiritual ideals, balance, and divine beauty. The Gandhara, Mathura, and medieval structures. In the 1st to 4th centuries, the Gandhara and Mathura schools flourished. Gandhara showed strong Greco-Roman influence in its Buddha images, while Mathura expressed vibrant Indian styles full of vitality and symbolism. In the medieval period, temple sculptures became highly intricate. They often depicted dance postures described in the Natya Shastra, showing how visual art, sculpture, and performing of arts were deeply interconnected. Our third focus is temple arts. The earliest examples are the Ajanta and Ellora cave temples, where painting, sculpture, and architecture came together. These spaces were not only religious centers but also hubs of cultural and artistic expressions. Gupta and the Khajuraho temples. During the Gupta period, that is 4th to 6th CE, structural temples were introduced, establishing the foundation for Indian temple architecture. Later, the Khajuraho temples, that is from 10th to 12th centuries, became renowned for the intricate carvings. These sculptures celebrate divine dance, music, and love, embodying the flourishing of performing of arts within sacred spaces. Pallava and Chola temples. The Pallavas carved poetry in stone at Mahabalipuram's cave shrines, show temples, and Kanchipuram's Kailashnath temple, where sculpture became scriptures. The Cholas raised grandeur at Tanjore Brihadeeswara and Gangaikonda Cholapuram temples, where devotion, architecture, and dance merged. Within Brihadeeswara, the walls preserve 92 Karanas of Natya Shastra, the eternal gestures that still echo in Bharatanatyam today. Here, Devadasis offered movement as prayer, while Chola bronze statue like Nataraja embodied the eternal rhythm of the cosmos. Konark Sun Temple. In Odisha, the Konark Sun Temple rose like a celestial chariot, its walls alive with dancers, musicians, and divine narratives. Every carving here is a frozen rhythm, every pillar a silent note of music. It is not stone alone, but an eternal festival of art where temple and performance are inseparable. Other vital temple arts. Across India, temples themselves became stages of creativity. The musical pillars of Hampi, the terracotta shrines of Bishnupur, West Bengal, the Ras Manch of Bishnupur of West Bengal. Each stone, each carving was crafted not merely to stand, but to sing, to dance, to breathe the spirit of sacred performance. Most important part of temple arts were the Devadasis and the Maharis. Apart from the sculptures, the scriptures, and even the paintings, they played a very vital role. Within these sacred spaces, Devadasis in the south and Maharis in Odisha offered their art as worship. In Tanjore's Brihadeeswara, in Kanchipuram, in Jagannath Puri temples were alive with their dance. Here, the Natya Mandapa was not stage alone, it was the heart of ritual where divine and human met through the movement. In this chapter, we have explored the evolution of Indian art through paintings, sculptures, and temple traditions. These are just a normal guidelines not the entire study material. From the caves of Bhimbetka to the murals of Ajanta, from the dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro to the Nataraja of the Cholas, Indian art has continuously reflected the spiritual, cultural, and the performing traditions of our society. Tomorrow, I will be back with Chapter 3 of Unit 1, where we will continue unfolding the journey of Indian culture, history through scriptures. Thank you and see you in the next session. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share these important notes. Stay tuned.